Hey guys, what's up? It's Sul again, and welcome to the very first video in the new year 2017. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and of course a great start into the new year 2017. Today I'm probably gonna do the very last Stattrak Factory New Fire Serpent trade up attempt that I'm gonna do. I saved a bunch of those very low float valued Stattrak Orb Graphites and Stattrak P2000 Ocean Foams from the Bravo collection. I've had these for over a year now, laying around on my second account. And if you followed my Christmas giveaway advent calendar, you will know what that skin is. I tried to go for a Factory New Fire Serpent in my advent calendar and it failed. So I got the $300 Christmas coin. And I hope that these 10 Orb Graphites and Stattrak P2000 Ocean Foams will give me another Stattrak Factory New Fire Serpent. I've done that trade up 3 times. The first attempt, I got my legendary $1000 coin that you've probably seen in my latest video where I got that 4K Deagle, and I also managed to get a lot of nice kills with this Desert Eagle Golden Coil right here, so I don't regret failing that trade up. In the second attempt, I actually managed to get the skin that I wanted, which was the Stattrak AK-47 Fire Serpent Factory New. That's the one that I'm playing with at the moment, and then I did it a third attempt. I think that was for my 600k subscriber special, where I failed the trade up again, and that is my $2000 coin, which I haven't really played since. Still have it in my inventory though. So yeah, 3 attempts. I failed it twice. I got the Fire Serpent once. Still making overall profit by getting the Fire Serpent once. And now it's gonna be the last time that I'm ever gonna do this probably. And we'll see if it works. 4th attempt. If everything goes right, I'm gonna get a second Stattrak Factory New Fire Serpent. And if it all goes wrong, I'm gonna get my third $1000 coin, which I really don't wanna happen. Why do I have 11 of those? Sorry, I'm kind of confused right now because I was sure that I only had 10 Orb Graphites and Ocean Foams right there, but there was one additional Stattrak Ocean Foam laying in there. How did that happen? Why do I have 11 of those? Oh, that must be because of my Omen. That would have been really bad now if I just did that trade up and didn't pay attention. Because I did do a Stattrak P2000 Ocean Foam Factory New trade up for my Road to Dream loadout. Yeah, there it is. Stattrak confirmed kills 121. So I really need to make sure that I don't throw that one in there. Oh, that would have been a major mistake right there, because I think if I did the trade up with that Ocean Foam. Let's see where it is first. This one has the kills on it, so I don't want to use this one. Yeah, there we go. And then the Orb Graphites. If I did the trade up with that Ocean Foam and got the Fire Serpent, I think it would have been a minimal wear one only, because that Ocean Foam didn't have a very low float value. So that is. So all of these cost me about 120 euros per piece. So this whole trade up is costing me $1,200. If I happen to get the Golden Koi again, which is this skin right here, this one only goes for 85. So that's a huge loss. But if I happen to get the Stattrak Fire Serpent again, this one does still sell on OP skins and sites like that for $2,800. So that's a huge profit for a 50-50 chance trade up contract right here. Of course, you have to keep in mind that you spend a lot of time trading for all those skins, because there are not really that many low float value Ocean Foams in there. Like still around to this date. So here you go, that's my signature. Once again, I'm gonna draw my lucky box. To make sure I do a good job on that. And yeah, I'm just gonna draw out the whole thing. And hope for the best. My heart is beating. I was actually thinking about selling all those skins on OP skins, because yeah, the prices have dropped quite a bit also for those Fire Serpent Factory New and stuff. And since I do not really have any partners at the moment, that's a lot of money for me right here that I'm wasting. So let's just hit submit contract, and let's see $1,200 going down the drain. The last time that I'm ever gonna do this trade up. Happy New Year, 1st of January 2017. And here we go. Let's hope for the best. Submit contract. And here goes nothing. So I did this trade up 3 times. It failed twice. I got the Fire Serpent once. Last time that I'm ever gonna do this. Come on, please be the Fire Serpent. Man, that's just so much money. Come on, come on. Yeah! Yeah, man! Yeah! I just made so much profit. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I was so close to selling all those. I was so freaking close, and I think it's super clean even. freaking factory new Stattrak AK-47 Serpent, and I own 2 of those now. And I think the new one is even better because this old one has a bit of scratches right at that like elbow part of the Fire Serpent. Oh man, I almost threw up right there. Yeah, super clean corner. I think the new one even. Let's check that. So that's the new one, I think. Oh, is it? I'm not quite sure, but that's the only part that those factory new Fire Serpents have like some scratches. I'm not sure if the new one is a bit better. I'm probably gonna inspect all those. Yeah, I'm gonna inspect both in game with like some slow motion clips, so you can decide which one is actually better. But that is some insane profit right there. The very first video in 2017. That's a good start into the new year. So I'm ready for 2017. I paid about $1,200 for all those skins. And this skin alone sells for, like, straight sales for $2,800 instantly for real money. So probably like more than 3k in skins and keys probably. I freaking own 2 Stattrak factory new Fire Serpents now, and I both got these from trade-ups myself. Oh, I'm so relieved, and I'm so glad that I still did this trade-up. I was so close to selling all those skins again, and just, yeah, running with the 1k that I could have gotten out of those. I got it. That's so awesome. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop onto that screenshot map that Crash Z made, and we'll have a look at both those skins, and we'll decide which one is actually looking better. If I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep both of those, I'm probably gonna keep the one that's better looking. So let's hop on that screenshot showcase map and see what those look like in the game. Alright, so here we are. That's the map that I was talking about. Like, it has some really great lighting and stuff. So that is my old one, the one with the, not sure what the sticker is actually called, like fire starter sticker, I think. That's the one that I've been playing with for the longest time. Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom in on those scratches. You can see there's like a little X on the elbow part of that, I don't know, the snake. I'm just gonna call it a snake on the Fire Serpent right here. There's like the little, like some scratches in the form of an X on that. And I think that's really the only scratches that I really see on this Stattrak factory new Fire Serpent right here. So I would still say that's a very clean elbow corner right there for a Fire Serpent, because, yeah, even though this comes in factory new condition, none of those really have a very good float value, because you can only get this starting at 0.06 float value wise. And the factory new range only goes up to 0.07, so there's not really much room for, yeah, for like quality differences, I guess you'd call it. And that's the new one that I just got. It doesn't have that big of a scratch. The first one had a like pretty big X scratch on it, but this one seems to have a like bigger dot, like a bigger, yeah, all in all a smaller but wider scratch on it. So I'm not quite sure which one I would prefer. I really don't know. I really like both of those. Of course, none of these two are really perfect, but that's basically as good as it gets for those factory new Fire Serpents. So I will let you guys decide which one do you think is better. The first one with the fire starter sticker is the one that I've gotten. When did I get it? Like probably 1.5 years ago or so. And this is the new one, which has a bigger scratch on it. But yeah, at the same time it's smaller, the scratch, but it's like wider. You see more of that grayish color behind the scratch. Whereas the first one with the fire starter sticker, my old one, has that like X scratch on it. I think they are pretty close, so it just depends if you prefer like a smaller scratch that you don't really see that much when you play. I guess you wouldn't really see the X while playing. I really don't know, so let me know. Just let me know in the comment section if you prefer the Fire Starter. Let's just call this one the Fire Starter AK-47 Fire Serpent. The Fire Starter or the new one. Or you can just say the old one or the new one. But basically the Fire Starter AK Fire Serpent is the old one that I've had for such a long time now. So yeah, but let's be honest, I don't think this really matters that much, because even though the new one might not be as good as the old one, I will let you guys decide on that. But overall, I still made 1.6k profit with a single trade up right here. So That is very good. I'm very happy about that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys will have a great start into the new year 2017, and I hope it's gonna be a successful year for me and for you guys as well. So best of luck to all of you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm really happy right now. 2017 can come. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.